Get this shit off my screen. Hello, welcome back to swinpop's Plan B. I've been gone for a few days because I had tonsillitis and I was in immeasurable amounts of pain. But it's okay because we're back and we've got a lot to talk about. Oh, fuck, I'm gonna have to go back to this bullshit. You know, we're gonna start with this. Justin Gaethje vs Paddy Pimblett is coming for UFC 324, first pay-per-view of the new year on the Paramount card. I don't mind it, okay? It's weird because I really did not expect this. I wasn't expecting this. I was expecting like maybe an Armin Gaethje or an Armin Pimblett. I wasn't expecting them to just cut out Armin from the picture altogether. I honestly thought we were gonna get Armin versus someone. I knew it was gonna be Ilya because of his unfortunate custody battles. To both these fighters having custody battles involving their children. I knew it was gonna be Ilya, but I don't mind this fight, and I honestly think I think this is better than an Armin fight, you know? Like, I like Armin, but I feel like these names are just better. But then again, I wouldn't want Armin Gaethje, you know? I'd want Armin Pimblett. Actually, you know what? I think Armin Pimblett is better because there's bad blood there. There's no bad blood between these two guys, Gaethje and Pimblett, apart from Pimblett calling him out once. I think Justin Gaethje, he's a legend. Oliveira, he's a legend. Dustin Poirier, he's a legend. All of these guys are fucking legends. You know? But that's the only, like, bit of anything we've basically had from them, I'm pretty sure. But hey, it's not bad. It's gonna be a good fight as well. I feel like Pimblett schools him though. You know? What Pimblett did to Michael Chandler. I mean, who does that to Michael Chandler, you know? Who does that? Who does that to Because was it not the most brutal way Michael Chandler's been finished? I know he had the takedown. He didn't really have the takedown. He had the like double. He tried to slam him again. It just wasn't working on this long Paddy Pimblett. But Gaethje's not gonna do that to Paddy Pimblett. Gaethje's gonna be hunting for that head. Look for that knockout, kicking the legs. And it's gonna be interesting to see how Pimblett deals with this. And I feel like Pimblett's game plans are so underrated. He always knows exactly what to do with his guys, apart from, But nowadays, he always knows exactly what to do with these guys in front of him. And, I feel like it's going to be a good fight. I'm not too mad about the Armin thing. I am kind of mad, but I don't know. It is a piss take. Armin should have a shot at the title, but there was other options. But if we swiftly move on to this case, this was not an option, okay? Gaethje fighting for the title, although coming off a win to Rafael Fiziev, it was still an option, you know? Lost to Max Holloway, I know. But it's still like a fresh guy for the title, you know? Gaethje last time for the title was against Oliveira. How long ago was that, you know? I know that argument kind of makes no sense, but it's like, I feel like we want these kind of more fresh matchups for the title. And Pimblett is definitely a fresh matchup for the title. Gaethje is a weird one. Also, I don't think they should have given it to him because he said he was going to retire. And I bet they hate that, you know. They have to give in to fucking Gaethje saying, guys, if I don't fucking fight for the title, I'm going to retire, you know. It's annoying. But anyway, we're going to take it out. People are too scared to say this right now. The general argument right now is that Lopez doesn't deserve it, right? Everyone's like, oh man, Lopez doesn't. What about Mavzar? What about Mavzar Evloyev, you know? What about Mavzar Evloyev, you know? What about him? What about Leon Murphy, you know? What about Lerone Murphy and Mavzar, bro? Shit, I'm actually turning into Chelsea. Bro, Mavzar and Lerone, I get they deserve it, right? They deserve it more than Lopez. I get that. I agree. Lopez does not deserve this shit. He literally fought Volkanovski this year and lost to him. He got schooled by Volkanovski. If he didn't have that blockhead chin that he has, he would have been knocked out cold, bro. If that shit would have run, bro. That shit would have run if it was fucking prime Volk. That shit would not have ran, bro. You know? Volk's chin's also deteriorated since then. He's an older man. You know, he's still fucking mint, though. He schooled Lopez, really. You know? The rounds he won were definitive, you know? The rounds he lost were competitive until the knockdowns, you know? And I think Volk schools him again, but it's the annoying thing is, with an unpredictable guy like Lopez, I think it's really a disrespect to give him back to Volk. Volk's already dealt with this dangerous guy you've handed to him. It was a risk in the first place because he's such a, explosive, powerful, good chin, hard to put away, He's a hard guy to deal with. You already gave him to Volk in the first place, gave Volk the test. Volk beat the test. He passed it. Now let's give someone new. The two guys who are significantly less dangerous than Lopez and deserve it more. Maybe we should give them to a retiring Volkanovski at the end of his... I don't know, guys. Volkanovski coming off 2 knockout losses, and you give him Lopez in the first place. I'm already worried because of Lopez's crazy power. And then we're just going to give it to him again? After what everything Volk's done? Except every fight, short notice, whether or not it doesn't... And you're giving him Lopez again? I mean, what are we doing, bro? Giving him Lopez again after all this. He already beat Lopez. Let's give him someone like Movzar. Someone less powerful. He's not going to finish Volk, It's still going to be competitive. Volk's going to make it look entertaining, It's going to be quite similar to Makhachev vs. Volk 1, but a bit less striking, I guess. It'll be more... Actually, I don't know. I think it might be more striking because Volk would defend takedowns easier against Movzar. Volk might even finish Movzar. That's a fight that I'd like to see. A fight at the end of his career. He puts down an undefeated guy, with Dagestani wrestling to show that, yeah, Volk really can take out the doggies. And it gives us a... a Craig Jones rematch 4, Craig Jones' final hurrah against the Dagestani guys. That's a good fight. Lerone Murphy, also a good fight. I doubt, even though Lerone Murphy is that much bit more entertaining than Movzar, I still want to see Movzar rather than Lerone Murphy. Because he deserves it more. And it's a more interesting matchup in my opinion. Dagestan vs. Australia again. Let's see how it goes down. Number 4, This is bullshit. Why are we being fed this? Lopez again? What does this do for his career? What does this do for Volkanovski's career? Right now he's already featherweight GOAT. Right? If we want to... And it's already annoying that we've got the losses to Makhachev, and the losses to Ilya, It's annoying because it's a big stain on the record of Volk. Even though the circumstances for the second Makhachev fight and the first Ilya fight were bad for him, it's like, but man, we never got the rematches for Ilya, and the rematch we got for Islam, it was rubbish. It was a short notice Volk. I would like to see a full camp Volk again fight Islam, and a Volk that hasn't come off to a knockout loss against Ilya to fight Ilya. That's what I would have wanted to see that, But instead, we got, Volk. He did come back very well. One of the greatest combat sports comebacks ever, after being put out twice in a row. And he comes back, fights a dangerous, powerful blockhead, schools him on the feet. Even Volk took him down as well and started beating him up in the first round. I swear that happened. I haven't rewatched the fight, but I'm pretty sure if I recall, I was going crazy at that moment. I was like, yeah, put him away, Volk, put him away. But now we're going to give him Lopez again? What does this do? What does this actually do? I get, it's entertaining. People are too scared to say that Volk might get put away. I don't think it's going to happen, but it's always a might. And when you fight different fighters, the might either increases in chance or it decreases in it. This is a big increase in the might. Right? Volk might get put away against Lopez. Volk might get put away against Movzar or Lerone, That's kind of how it goes. When you're going to give him... it's bullshit. That's how I stand on this. I think this is a good fight, even though it should be Arman. But, I feel like I would have liked to see... Okay, here's the thing. I would have wanted to see... If it was Ilya, I would have wanted to see Arman. But if it's Paddy, I also want to see Arman. Oh shit, it all points to Arman, low-key, fuck. Yeah, no, Arman should have it, fuck that, yeah. Arman should have the fight against Pimblett. But this is still a fun fight, a fresh matchup. This is, yeah, it might be a fun fight, it's not a fresh matchup, This is actual bullshit. The circumstances are completely different for these two fucking fights. You know, this is a Volk you should be respecting at the end of his career. Especially, you're giving him some bullshit like this, a guy who doesn't even fucking deserve it. I really want to know what went down. Because how you... They can't be that stupid, man. They can't be that stupid. I can't fathom Dana White or Hunter calling up Movzar for a title shot and Movzar saying no. I can't imagine them calling Lerone and Lerone saying no. That means they literally would have called Lopez first. Hey, do you want another shot at the title? Yeah, man. Yeah, man, I'll have another shot at the title. What? They actually called Lopez first. They didn't even call fucking Movzar or Lerone because they would have said yes. There's no way. Maybe Movzar's a little bit. But Lerone definitely would have said yes to that title shot, bro. He wanted them at the end of the year anyway, didn't he? So, yeah, at least Lerone. Movzar's the most deserving. Lerone's the most likely to, you know, come in as the second most deserving. Lopez isn't even the fourth most deserving. I would put Aljo above Lopez for a shot at the title. That's a former champ. That does something for Volkanovski. Volkanovski's already beaten Lopez. You know? This is a Sydney card. This is the last time Volkanovski's probably gonna fight. He's not gonna want a fucking retirement in fucking, I don't know, New York. Ah, fuck, I guess he would actually. That's a bad example. But still, you'd rather Sydney, right? You'd rather your home country. You know, it's not fuck, where else? Is it Melbourne? Or Perth? It's Perth. Perth's a little bit further away from where Volkanovski is. They said it in their fucking reaction to this fight. They're like, yeah, you know, Sydney's it's right next door, you know. It's right next door, you know. Perth's a little further away. So yeah, we were quite happy with this circumstance. But no, we didn't really want Lopez because it's a bit of a bullshit fight, you know. Yeah, you know, it's just how it is. It's bullshit, bro. This fight's alright. We want Armin, but oh, who cares, you know? This. Fuck, man. This is rough, right? Fuck, what the fuck's going on with my recommended, bro? Yo, this is oh shit, I'm not even subscribed. Fuck, that's my bad. Yeah, my bad. I'm laughing. That's actually my bad. I do watch Tom Aspinall. I didn't know I wasn't subscribed. Must be on a different account. Chill. Okay? And you see, I've already liked it, right? I've watched this whole fucking video. Don't get on me, bro. But yeah, I just wanted this. You know, I feel like this is the best. This is a good thing to look at, you know? Okay? Well, I mean, pause. Let's just get into it, okay? Tom Aspinall's eyes are fucked. I'm scared because I don't know when he's coming back again. But you're not coming back again. Used to get it in your... We need fucking fluorescent adolescence as Tom Aspinall's next fucking walkout. But anyway, I don't know when Tom Aspinall's gonna come back. It's actually a question. Will he even fight again? I think he will. But operations, that's the thing. He was talking about operations in the videos as well. They might have to operate on his eye. I don't like the sound of that at all. Operating on a knee is already bad enough. It's like, fuck, you got to have an operation on that shit? Is Tom Aspinall the most unlucky person ever? The most unlucky fighter in UFC history. You know, against Curtis Blades, blows out his knee completely. Against John Jones, has to fucking get put out for, what was it, 18 months because pussy duck John Jones doesn't want to fight him. One of the only interim champions to defend the interim title. I think he is actually the first. There might have been one other occasion. And then he gets eye poked. Double eye poked. When does that happen? Normally it's only one. Double eye poked. And people are still calling him a pussy. Even though he wanted... People saying he's scared of Cyril Gane when he wanted to fight John Jones, your GOAT. That shit doesn't make sense, bro. I don't know what else more to say. This is actual bullshit. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. This is fucking weird, but it's I still want to see it. I'm still attracted to this fight. You know what I mean? Whoa, pause. Sorry. And also, I feel like, yeah, this card's also going to be fucking stacked. Oh, Arnold Allen's fighting. Umar, Figueiredo. Oh, shit. Fuck. Oh, shit, yo. Andre Pulayev, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Yo, it's gonna send to the shadow realm, bro. So peak. Holy, but yo, anyway, this fight's alright. This fight's bullshit. This is bullshit. Let's just go back to Peaches and Creamville, bro. Back to Peaches and Creamville, you know. This is man. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. That was Swinpop's Plan B. Dana, sort this shit out, bro. Is it just me who wants fucking Lopez to fucking snap his leg while walking somewhere? Like I want him to just like walk down the stairs full, get a concussion. Now he can't fight Volk anymore. Oh man. Oh man. And I like Lopez, but this is bullshit, bro. I want Lopez to just trip on a fucking wire backstage and, you know, get put out for it. Yeah, I'm sorry. But I just don't want to see this. I've already seen it. And I was already on the edge of my seat watching that shit the first time, bro. I was literally like, oh shit, yo, Volk looking. Especially when I get knocked down, I was like my whole world like went in slow motion, bro. But yeah, I don't want to see this again. I want to see Movzar. I want to see Movzar. I want to see Movzar versus Volk. Volk wins, retires. Then I want to see Lerone versus Lopez. For the title once Volk retires. Movzar gets 1 or 2 more wins. Fights for the title against the winner of Lopez versus Lerone. Because that also, I know personally, that appeals to me as a fan watching from the UK as well. Because I don't have to see my favorite fighter, Volkanovski. One of my favorite fighters, Volkanovski, get fought by Lerone, who's a guy from the UK who I want to root for. And I'd be forced to root for Volk because it's his retirement fight. When I would have wanted to have an English featherweight champ. That's good. In Lerone Murphy. And we can have that after Volk retires. After he beats Movzar! Wow! Then you still have an undefeated guy in Lerone in the division. Who then you can give Lopez to, because Lopez already lost to Volk. Lopez may deserve to fight for the title again, because he beat a dangerous guy like Gene Silva, but he doesn't deserve to fight for the title against Volk, because Volk already beat him. One more win, I would have gone, okay, yeah, he deserves the comeback. But it is bullshit, you know? Okay, I was going to end the video anyway. Okay, I'm sorry. Back to Peaches and Creamville. Thank you very, very much for watching. This was Swinpop's Plan B. Thank you very much. Goodbye. Bullshit, bro. What the